and welcome to Channel 19 as Channel 19 presents you boys basketball as the biggest game of the week. Sterling Silver Knights take on the Haddonfield Bulldogs. Sterling entering 8-0 in the division and 15-4 overall. The Haddonfield Bulldogs enter 7-1, coming the one loss coming from Sterling, and 15-4 overall, 7-1 in the division.
Yeah, you take a look right here. Sterling at the top of the Colonial Liberty with 15-4. They're undefeated in the division. Haddonfield's only loss in the division came to Sterling. They're also 15-4. Collingswood in third, 20-7 overall, 4-4 overall, and then Haddon Township 9-11. Haddon Heights 8-11. West Deptford is 4-15 on the year.
And we'll take right here. See Sterling, Colonial Liberty, they are first. Offensively, they score about 59 points per game. Defensively, let up 48. CJ Mundell and Andrew Tummings and Jimmy Singaro both average 11 points a game, and Jadis McFadden following with 9. You take a look at Haddonfield, they're second in the Colonial Liberty right now. Offensively, they score 55 points per game. Defensively, let up 37. And then Tommy Mooney with scoring 15 points a game. That's the main guy you're going to be looking at right there. Matt Lemming, 13 points. Matt Gavian. And 10 Bond with both 7 and 4 points a game.
Take a look at the game history right here. Haddonfield leads this series 30-9, but Sterling has won the last 2 straight, but Haddonfield had won the last 19 straight before going back to 2013. I believe if Sterling wins this game, they'll win the conference, as you see right here. January 6th, Sterling won 43-40. Mundell had 15. McFadden had 8, and Ermel had 7, with Mooney had 13. Gavayan with 10, and Wolf with 8 as the top 3 scorers for the teams.
Play every second of this game. It's going to be very important. Defend. You got a good Haddonfield team that played extremely well and enjoyed the moment. These seniors, this is their last moment.
Yeah, you take a look at the starting lineups right here. Andrew Tummings, Jimmy Zagara, Mike Ermel, the 3 seniors in the lineup, and Jadis McFadden and CJ Mundell, the 2 juniors. And guys, if the Super Bowl weren't this week, I would argue this is the biggest game of the year. To take a look at Haddonfield starters: Matt Gavayan, the senior; Danny Del Duca, the senior; Tom Mooney, the senior; Jair Roddy and Matt Lemming round out the starting 5.
Well, you see Coach Paul Wiedemann, longtime coach of Haddonfield, has had tremendous success. And of course, our Justin Barringer, Coach of the Year in 2017, I believe, from Woodbury. And just 2 outstanding coaches going at it tonight. And guys, I think I heard probably 20% of what you guys said, because the environment is electric. The noise was unbelievable, and there you see it. That's the biggest difference tonight as opposed to any game over the last couple years. It's finally having the super fans back here, and it'll be interesting to see the impact they're going to have in this game.
Yeah, we got them back. Just this week, we were allowed full capacity in the gyms for the remainder of the winter sports.
Haddonfield controls the opening possession here in this Colonial Conference clash. A 3-point Sterling win the first time they met back in January. 2 very different teams now. Missed layup by Derrati. And here come the Knights the other way. McFadden just misses, gets his own rebound. Good job by McFadden to corral that one.
Well, both teams had the opportunity. Haddonfield off their half court set Sterling in transition, but weren't able to close it out. I think that's just a case of early game jitters here.
Yeah, McFadden had a tough look, but nice job of not giving up on the play, stealing it right back. Now gives Sterling another chance in the half court.
What's going to be interesting, you talked about the superfans earlier. Haddonfield's got to shoot in the superfan end in the second half. That's going to be very, very interesting to see and hear for the first time in over 2 years.
Yeah.
Out of play, be Haddonfield basketball. Still no score. One more look at it here.
Yeah, trying to get the ball up. Of course, we've seen that alley-oop slam, and I think that would have been better off just with a pass and tip it.
Yeah, they
tried to
tried
get too fancy here early on, too cute.
They tried to get the super fans involved early, but could have just had a nice, easy Mundell bucket that would have had almost the same effect.
Good ball movement by Haddonfield. Good defense by Zingaro, working against Dante Del Duca, the senior.
Well, you see, Haddonfield's going to work their half-court set till they find an opening. That's what happened in their first trip down the floor.
Looking down low, deflected away, right off the hands of McFadden. And it will stay Haddonfield basketball almost 2 minutes into this scoreless first quarter.
Well, tough break for Sterling in that zone defense. Defend it well on the perimeter, away from the ball. Just had the ball skip off Jadis McFadden's hand.
Yeah, so far that pass was definitely a mistake. Sterling doing a good job here in their half-court sets on defense.
And Haddonfield attempted, looking like a pick and roll there, but Sterling did a great job on the roll and defending it. Help defense is going to be a big part of what we're seeing here.
Nothing doing here for Haddonfield offensively. That hit the stanchion, no whistle. Offensive board to Haddonfield. Surprised that wasn't called. It looked like it hit the stanchion up top.
Yeah, I think we got away with one there, no question about it.
2.5 minutes in, still no bucket. And there's the first, another miss by Haddonfield. Sterling in transition, slows it down. Zingaro will set up the offense for the Sterling Knights. Stolen away by Roddy. Roddy, the sophomore, by himself, he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, good foul there by Jadis McFadden with Roddy trying to close it out here. You see nice steal there by Roddy out on the perimeter. And does a good job using the body to gain contact and get himself to the free throw line.
Well, yeah, you said it. He read it perfectly, did a good job of Jimmy Zingaro and Jadis McFadden looked to be playing passive. Roddy got the steal, took it to the rim. Good foul from McFadden.
3 points a game for Roddy, the sophomore. One more on the way is good. Game's first point came almost 3 minutes into this first quarter. Low pressure defense by the Bulldogs. Poked away into the hands of Roddy. Good defense by Gabayan.
Just an unforced turnover right here, and those are the mistakes, especially if this game gets close, that are going to beat up on Sterling if they keep making them.
You can see Haddonfield defensively are going to defend the ball well, cut off the passing lane, so you got to be crisp with the no-look passes. Don't telegraph anything because they'll jump different passes and get in that passing lane.
Tommy Mooney down the lane. Game's first field goal. It's a 3-0 Dogs lead.
Yeah, using his 6'2" frame right there to get a nice basket inside, and he's their leading scorer in points per game. Watch out for Tom Mooney for the Haddonfield Bulldogs.
You see Haddonfield applying some soft pressure there at half court. A team that defensively can trap very well to turn games around, especially if it gets in a situation when they're down.
3-ball, Mundell rims in and out. Zingaro with the offensive rebound, missed the putback, and Sterling still awaiting their first points of the game halfway through the first.
Well, they got a good look that they wanted. Mundell unable to convert from outside, and Zingaro, tough job on the putback.
Gabayan count the basket and the foul. They get Zingaro on the foul, his first, team's second.
Well, this is just a mismatch right here as Gabayan was down low, using that 6'4" frame, and now we get a timeout from Coach Behringer.
30-second timeout from Sterling. And we take a look at their other first field goal of the game. That's Tommy Mooney. A little left-handed kiss off the glass.
Yeah, Mooney and Lemming, the two leading scorers, have really quick first steps. We've seen them get to the hole, closed in on that one, and made it count, but have had a couple times where they didn't finish. But definitely kids with quick first steps. When you defend, you've got to go out there under control.
We go back to that shot we just saw there as we look at C.J. Mundell and having the super fans back, and the sight that we have not seen since February of 2020, roughly, on or about, maybe even March. And it's great to have not just the super fans, but all the fans back in the building for sure.
Well, there's different kind of milestones, checkpoints along the way to getting back to normalcy, and this is absolutely one of them here.
Missed free throw by Gavayan. Cross-court pass. Sterling still looking for their first bucket out of the timeout.
And Haddonfield has done a tremendous job in this first quarter in their half-court set of frustrating Sterling out on the perimeter and down low.
Mundell drives to the hoop. He's fouled. Do they count the basket? No. They're going to say foul is on the floor. I think that's the right call. So no shooting foul here.
The contact is right there. He's not going up with the shot just yet.
They pick up their first foul on Roddy, team's first. Ermel down low, being challenged by Gavayan. Tummings leaves it short, rebound to Gavayan.
And Sterling's having to force a lot of shots here in their half-court sets. That's not the best shot you want from Tummings, but that was probably the best look you were going to get.
Long three on the way by Lemming is nothing but nylon. 8-0 Dogs, under 3 to play. McFadden in the corner from Mundell. Mundell fakes. In trouble, finds Ermel up top. Ermel cuts to the lane. Low foul line jumper, too strong. Rebound to Lemming.
And with every miss, this 8-point lead right now for Haddonfield seems to just be growing by the minute.
Drive all the way to the bucket and drops for Tommy Mooney, his second bucket. And it's 10-0 Dogs.
Yeah, Coach Barringer looks like he's set on making his kids play out of this, right? I don't think we're going to get a timeout.
McFadden has it blocked into the hands of Del Duca.
You know, I think Sterling started out with good ball movement. We're just missing some shots, but to what you're saying, Jacob, have forced a few in 2 of the last 3 trips down the floor.
Yeah, they're not getting good looks, and that's why they got to force the shot in those half-court sets. And Haddonfield right now, with the work that they've put in offensively and defensively, has the right to be out to this 10-0 lead.
Drive right to the lane. Past Ermel goes Del Duca for his first bucket. 12-0 run to start the game for the Bulldogs. I don't think they could have scripted a better start.
Not at all. And, you know, talking to both coaches, not sure how their teams would react in this atmosphere. But boy, Haddonfield has really come in and done what they needed to do to get off to an electric start.
And there breaks the 12-0 run. Tummings gets Sterling's first bucket with 65 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Well, it was only a matter of time before Sterling came out and scored, and Andrew Tummings, the senior leader.
3 ball by Lemming is good, and that's his second 3. Mundell, too strong, off the back of the iron, rebound to Mooney. And Haddonfield going to slow it down with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter with a 13-point edge.
Yeah, Sterling just right now, ice cold and shooting.
24 to play.
And they're going to wait for that shot, obviously, here.
That was a dart from Mooney. Goes off of Mundell. He's trapped in the corner, gets away. Good look for Tummings. Tummings on the floor, and they're going to call a jump ball. And it will stay Sterling basketball with 8.4 remaining.
And even though it's a 13-point lead right now for Haddonfield, having this last shot here for Sterling, oh, that might be a travel.
Zingaro. Tummings being pressured, loses the handle, looking for Ermel with 2 seconds. Ermel with 1. They're not going to get a shot off. 15-2 Bulldogs after 1. And they are not fearing this Sterling atmosphere. We'll get off to a quick break. 13-point lead for Haddonfield heading into the second quarter.
Whether you are a young athlete or an active adult, Dr. Vincent Marchese of Beatty Harris Sports Medicine helps you to reach your physical goals. The team, with locations in Newtown Square, Cherry Hill, and South Philadelphia, treats everything from acute sprains and sports-related concussion to arthritis and chronic tendon pain. Through an evidence-based, patient-centered approach, Beatty Harris Sports Medicine delves deep to find the source of your pain and get you back to the activities you love. To schedule your evaluation, visit BeattyHarrisSportsMed.com or call 610-601-9177.
Hey Sterling High School, I'm Tyrese Maxey. Thanks for letting me and Stroman Bread shoot around in your gym. Go Knights!
15-2 here, but some big Sixers news to report.
Yes.
Tyrese Maxey still a Sixer, but we're going to add some guy named James Harden into the mix today.
An amazing deal. I know there are some people out there that don't like it, but that was your best chance to get the team to the next level.
You know you've got Embiid playing at the top of his game right now and needed an extra big piece, and boy did they get it today. Andre Drummond, Seth Curry, go to the Nets, and as well as 2 first-round draft picks, but you're going to get an all-star who can do a little bit of everything.
I like those 2 draft picks, you know, as a Nets fan and all.
Good defense by Sterling, but they need points, and that defense could turn into points here as Mooney throws it away.
You know, with a lot of teams, Sterling can get their transition game going and use defense to hit the offense. Obviously, that was on 4th, but Haddonfield's so good at getting back and nullifying Sterling's transition game. And of course, you know, in the half-court set, Sterling's had opportunities, just have been ice-cold shooting.
Gotta figure they're not gonna stay cold forever. Good look to Zingaro down low. Too strong is Tummings. He had a great look. Just put it off the top of the glass.
And chances like that are not going to be that easy facing off a great team like Haddonfield.
Long 3 again. That one left short over the top of the backboard. Man, tell you what, Matt Lemming looks real good from distance, and that was about 1.5 inches away from being another 3-pointer.
And Lemming's feeling real good from the outside. You only take a shot like that when you're just feeling it. And the thing about Lemming, not only does he have the great outside shot, the great range, he's also got that quick first step where he can blow by somebody.
2-on-1 goes awry as Josiah Moore checks into the game for Sterling, replacing Mike Ermel. So Coach Behringer trying to switch it up. Man wide open down low. Can't convert. Ted Bond, who checked into the game for the Bulldogs, had a nice look, but good defense by Sterling. Mundell taking it all the way himself. There's going to be a foul on the floor before the shot. 3 officials set tonight.
You see Mundell coming through and gets it. Looks like he got a shot to the face there. Gets the foul. Sterling just in desperate need of a basket.
Moore can't stop this drought. 15-2 run to start the game. That last foul was on Ted Bond, the junior, who just checked into the game recently. That's his first. Team second steal by Mundell. Mundell all by himself has it stripped away by Mooney.
A good job of defending, and boy, what a job defensively of Mooney getting back and recovering to make an outstanding defensive play.
Just go for the layup. Don't go for that dunk.
Mundell, baseline double team, kicks it back out up top for McFadden. Sterling can't find anything. Foul on the floor. I think they're going to get Carson Wolf, the senior. Nope. They're going to get Ted Bond again. That's his second. And he's going to exit the game. That's the team's 3rd. And they're going to be forced to bring back in Dante Del Duca, who started the game. Probably not as long as a rest as he would have liked.
Haddonfield playing very physical down in the low post.
Sterling won the first meeting at Haddonfield 43-40 and a traveling violation. Mundell tried the Euro step. That's not going to work in high school ball.
Sterling just right now as a team is just playing real tight.
Lemming pressured by Mundell, and that's going to stay Haddonfield basketball.
Yeah, I think it might be a situation. You have the super fans here. Might be a case where Sterling might be just a little too amped up right now, and but ultimately these fans are going to help them out and could help them out of this.
Fleming for three, no. Rebound Zingaro, looking to transition. McFadden all by himself, cannot get it to drop. Rebound to Lemming. There's plexiglass on that bucket. Wow, almost an over the back violation. Are they gonna call that? Officials are gonna get together. He's over the timeline. They're gonna say still Haddonfield basketball. Wow.
Yeah.
We'll get a good look at it here.
I think what they're saying is a backcourt violation.
Yeah. It is not a backcourt violation, somehow.
Yeah, well, not too many things are going Sterling's way here.
Gavayan trying to set the screen and roll. Here comes Mooney. Mooney to Gavayan, has it stripped away by Mundell. Mundell is fouled by Mooney. That's going to be his first, team's fourth.
I'll tell you what, C.J. Mundell on the perimeter defensively is really trying to do everything he can do to will his team back in this game.
5 minutes remaining in the half. Sterling only one bucket to credit, and that's Andrew Tumming's responsibility. Matt Lemming a pair of threes to lead all scorers. He has 6 points. Moore turns it over.
This Haddonfield defense has played great since the start of this game.
4.5 left in the second quarter. Good defense down low. Open in the corner for three is Mooney. Leaves that short. Gavayan with the rebound. Has it stripped away. Gets his own rebound. And now Haddonfield will slow it down and reset with 4.25 minutes remaining.
Job by Mike Arnold defensively down low. Really keeping those hands active.
Almost a foul on Tummings. No whistle. Losing the handle. Somehow getting it back to Gavayan. Lays it up and in. Right place, right time. For Matt Gavayan, he has 4. Carson Wolf lost the handle underneath, just fell right in his lap.
That's what happens when the game start of the game's going this way for Sterling. Obviously you're not doing anything to help yourself out, but you're not getting any breaks either.
Mundell goes behind the back, and it will stay Sterling basketball. Head coach Paul Wiedemann not liking that. He does not like that call, not even a little bit. Thrown away into the hands of Del Duca. Haddonfield has that blocked by Mundell. Mundell looking ahead for Tummings. Tummings tries to save it behind his back, but it goes right into the hands of Tommy Mooney.
Sterling looking to steal one in transition.
Backdoor pass. Now back out to the three-point line right in front of the Sterling bench is Mooney. Against Ermel. Mooney fakes a shot, has it trapped, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. Unless it's deflected, it is not. It'll be Sterling basketball. 2:56 remaining as Zingaro going to check back in the game. Nope, they're going to call a timeout. 30-second timeout. Now they're going to change it to a full Sterling. Full timeout Sterling, 17-2 with 2:56 remaining here in the half. Take a look at the South Jersey Group 2 PowerPoints. Camden was in the 2 spot for a while, but they're starting to get some residuals.
Sure.
And
sure.
we kind of knew that was going to happen.
And they're big-time residuals from national powerhouses that they've played and even beaten some of them. So you look at that, those standings right there. Sterling at 15-4. Obviously in a good spot, but Haddonfield with a win tonight would pass them.
I mean, this is you want that number 2 seed.
Yeah, sure.
You wanted the highest seed possible. we know what lies ahead with Camden. They're very, very, very good.
Oh, yeah.
One of the top-ranked teams in the country. A team that Paul VI played. We played them. We lost by 20 plus to them. Paul VI went and played Camden and lost by 30.
Yeah, you're talking about Camden that has a couple of guys who are not only Division I players but possible NBA players in a couple of years. So it's just basketball on another level. But just the worst time, and obviously Haddonfield's a very good team, but to have one of your worst starts of the year for Sterling.
Only 2 points scored here in this second quarter by either team. Matt Gavayan, who just had that lay-in bucket about a minute ago, has the only points in this quarter for both squads. Ermel in trouble, double teamed, and a whistle, and a timeout.
And I think if Sterling was able to get some of those transition baskets like they normally get, but Haddonfield's great getting back there, and just finished a couple baskets down low, made a shot here or there, we could have only about maybe a 4 or 5 point deficit. But Sterling's just been ice cold as we look at the super fans.
Going to a whiteout tonight, which was a great addition, and they did that during the football season. A lot of the different themed days. I know the students are hyped to get back out here, and
no doubt.
This is something that they've been asking for a while, waiting for, anticipating. When can we get back in here? I'm sure Coach Manlove is, kudos to him and his staff for let this go. We're going to keep it here actually at halftime. They're going to honor the swim team at halftime. Made a playoff appearance, lost a nail-biter to West Deptford earlier this week. 90-80 at Riverwind. So a great season by Coach Stewart, Coach Flacco, and the rest of the squad. Jump ball, Haddonfield basketball. Reaching in there was Tommy Mooney, the senior, and forced a jump ball.
Just a great job of not creating space. I think you try to push things and find space that isn't there, and Haddonfield's just great at cutting off the lanes.
McFadden, yes, off the steal. And here comes the defense by Sterling. You knew it was only a matter of time before Sterling started scoring. I mean, they have only 4 points to show for it, but you have to think at some point they're going to explode and go on some sort of 6, 8, 10-0 run.
Absolutely, and you just have to chip away at it. You don't want to get them all back in 2 minutes. But
the last thing you want to do if you're Haddonfield right now is make mistakes in front of the super fans.
I see you saw the turnover there, so Sterling coming to life a little bit here.
13-point Bulldog lead. It was 15-2 after 1. And Sterling turns it right back over. Del Duca loses it and knows he let one go there.
Yeah. Sterling right now is just, making cuts the wrong way, not on the same page. Things you don't normally see this team do is just making mistakes you normally don't see them make.
And the patience by Coach Barringer and his staff. Not just let the players play. He's got a veteran squad out there.
Yep.
This is not a 25-point lead.
Yeah.
This is 13.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head, Rob. He has confidence in his kids to play their way out of it. That's why you didn't see the timeouts where normally, if you had a younger team, you might have seen that, especially in that first quarter.
Zingaro, long three, yes!
I've got the super fans amped up.
2-on-1 the other way. Del Duca backs it out. 10-point Bulldog lead. What a win this would be for Sterling if they can cut this down to single digits before the half. It's going to be a foul on Roddy.
Good call there.
That's his second, team's 5th. So Roddy's got to be careful, and very quickly, Paul Wiedemann goes to the bench, takes Roddy out, brings back in Carson Wolf.
Yeah, you saw Jimmy Zingaro hit that 3. If they could hit a couple more, that's going to bring the defense out to the perimeter and open things up right now, because Sterling's not hitting them. They're packed back.
Good. C.J. Mundell. Sterling has cut the deficit to 7. Three-pointer on the way from Del Duca. Airmails it. Ermel with the rebound. He's triple teamed and he's fouled. What do they call it? They call it travel. One more look at the three from Mundell, wide open somehow. Buries it.
Yeah, now they're going to gradually, you keep hitting those threes, they're going to have to dress that, get out on the perimeter. It's going to open things up down low, not allow Haddonfield to pack it back and use the help defense.
Drive too strong by Mooney. Sterling a chance to cut in the lead under 30 to play. Tummings for 3. Off the back of the Iron Man. This place would have just erupted if he hit that. Foul, they might get Mundell. They do. That's his first, team's third.
You just feel like right now the tide is slowly turning. And as you said, that initial three, really got the super fans involved.
They're going to call blocking foul on Ermel on the drive by Carson Wolf. And for Ermel, that will be his first. That's the team's fourth. 2 shots on the way for Wolf.
Wow, close. Just had the 1 foot moving a little bit. That one could have gone either way.
9.9 remaining as Wolf steps to the line to try and extend the Bulldog lead. High arcing free throw is good from Carson Wolf. One more on the way to make it a 9-point Bulldog lead. Leaves it short. Rebound goes off Mundell. That was a whistle. Looked like it kicked on the ground. Mundell tries to save it. I think it.
Okay, yeah.
Dante Del Duca. It's a good thing he didn't connect on that. Obviously, he wasn't trying to kick a player.
Right. Yeah, it was kind of away from play. I didn't see it, but obviously you saw it there on the replay. Good heads-up call by the referee with 6 seconds left here.
Plenty of time for Sterling to get the ball up court for a final shot. Ermel, Zangaro, 2 seconds left. Zangaro at the buzzer for 3, in and out. And the Dogs are going to take an 8-point lead into the locker room. We're going to get off to a very quick break. Come back as we honor the swim team. 18-10 at the half. We're back with the swim team right after this short break.
What's up? I'm DJ Wagner, and I play for Camden High. I got vaccinated against COVID-19 so I can protect my teammates, coaches, family, and friends.
I got my shot because I know the truth. The vaccine works and saves lives.
With the Delta variant spreading, we need you to get off the bench and get in the game.
No excuses.
The vaccine is the best way we can protect our community.
This is your shot.
This is your shot.
Make it count.
For a list of free vaccination locations, visit CamdenCounty.com/vaccine.
Welcome back to Sterling High School. It's 18-10 at the half. Take a look at our varsity cheerleading squad right now. Nice job by our varsity cheerleaders in full attendance here tonight. And the swim team is going to make their way out very shortly. You can see Coach Stewart there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can have your attention for a moment. I would like to
and Coach Manlove is, we'll try and listen in on Mr. Coach Manlove.
perform in front of an audience or crowd like this here at the castle. One of those groups would be our swim team, who is led by Coach Stewart. And I'd like to bring Coach to the floor right now to introduce some of the stewards and some of the accomplishments that they have achieved this past season. So you put your hands together for Coach Stewart and the Sterling Summer Night swim team. Let's go. Clap it up for your swim team. Thank you, Mr. Manlove. Our swim team wrapped up our season on Monday.
You can see Braden Sheehan right in the middle there. He broke the 100 breaststroke record with a time of 106.44, previously held by Max Clank. So congratulations to Braden Sheehan. Kaylee Sheehan, you can see her fourth in from the left, senior, who part of the 6 Sterling records over the course of her high school swim career. And then Mike Berkeley on the front far right there, qualified for South Jersey Invitationals all 4 years of his tenure here. There's Mike Berkeley right there, Braden Sheehan to his left, and a really incredible group. They made the playoffs for the second time in 4 years, and that is not an easy feat to do by any stretch of imagination. They had 6 South Jersey qualifiers: Mike Berkeley, Kaylee Sheehan, Hunter Jewell, Braden Sheehan, Riley McDonald, and Shea Wiley. And Coach Stewart and Coach Flacco have done an incredible job with this team. Their practice schedule, Schulze, is not easy. They get up at 5 in the morning. They're here for a 5:15 bus. They're swimming from 5:30 to 6:30, getting back here by 7, then a full class load. Well, just an incredible job. You see them lifting up Braden Sheehan right now with his breaststroke time, but just a great job by the coaches and the team.
So let's just give our swim team one last round of applause.
Sheehan again broke the 100 breaststroke record, time of 106.44. Kaylee Sheehan actually is a part of several records here. She has the 50 free record, the 100 free record, the 100 back record, and is a part of all 3 relay records. Incredible.
Wow.
Absolutely incredible. We will get off to a quick break. Congratulations again, the seniors. Mike Berkeley, Vivian Cesarano, Kayla D'Angelo, Isabella D'Angelo, Isabella Wells, Miranda Ross, and Kaylee Sheehan. And a congrats again to the swim team. We're back with second half action right after this.
Put a mask on, please. People around, please. You still coughing? You still coughing? Shh.
Oh gosh, I keep forgetting about these things. I'm sorry, man.
I understand. It's cool.
Oh man, I don't feel good at all.
Hey. I thought you put a mask on earlier. What happened? That's really not cool. You're gonna get other people sick. They have families to go home to. Think about your actions.
Yeah, the mask thing.
Yeah. Listen, if you really felt sick, you should have stayed home. Other people shouldn't have to suffer because of your actions.
You know, I didn't think about that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go home now and lay down.
I think that's best. Oh, and don't forget your mask.
then you should adjust your seat or mess with the radio before driving. Buckle your seatbelt. Also, remember to turn your lights on to avoid hitting deer or ignorant pedestrians. Ignore the phone. It can wait. Keep in mind that you're not the only one on the road. Remember, you should always be aware of animals.
Yeah, you trying to win some big money tonight?
Yeah, they don't call me Johnny Wiggles for nothing.
Man, you better not sell me. I had a bad couple of weeks, but I need this money. Let's go win. Have you ever been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Dude, this looks amazing.
Yes, it does.
Welcome to Nightlife Casino. I'm Ricky, your dealer for tonight. We'll be starting shortly.
Let's have a good night.
The game is blackjack.
I'm feeling a little frisky. Let's go 200.
Already? It's the first game. Nah, I'm playing it safe.
Round 1 is over. Sir, we've tied. Sir, you've lost. The next round will start in 10 seconds.
What are you doing?
I'm doing what's right. I'm going all in.
You're nuts. That's all your allowance. That's all your money. You're gonna go bankrupt. Told you.
And welcome back. You see here Sterling right now trailing 10-18 over trailing out over the Haddonfield Dogs. He's taking a beautiful night. Beautiful night look view of Sterling.
Yeah, you take a look right here at the leading scorers. Zingaro and Mundell with 3, Tummings with 2, Leming with 6, Mooney with 4, and Gavayan with 4 for the Bulldogs. Now we're going to take a look at Gavayan right here. Just been dominant in the low post tonight, using his 6'4" frame to work in the low post. See him working here on Jimmy Zingaro. Got the mismatch he wanted and converted. And now taking a look at Tom Mooney, the senior, who is the leading scorer in points per game for the team. And he's doing a tremendous job on the offensive end for the Bulldogs.
And we take a look at Jimmy Zingaro, that nice open 3 to get that 3, that 2, basically bring back Sterling back a little bit into life. And again, you take a look at the leading scorers. Jimmy Zingaro with that 3, Mundell with that 3, Tummings with 2, Leming with 6, Mooney with 4, and Gavayan with his.
Again, a great job in the last couple minutes getting together and only making it an 8-point deficit. But, this is just a game where Sterling just came out, moved the ball well, did what they had to do defensively in the first couple minutes, but then I think when they got cold shooting, it led them to make some mistakes, get a little bit sloppy, and obviously Haddonfield capitalized off of that. But again, Sterling finished the half in a good way and has themselves within striking distance here, only down by 8.
Mr. Schulz, we ain't dead yet. Yep. I got a good feeling the boys will have a good chance to bounce back with that momentum from late in that second quarter. As Ermel now inside, tough finish, but Tummings there with the basket and cuts it to a 6-point deficit. Andrew Tummings, nice position on the putback.
Yeah, great job by Tummings right there, being relentless and getting the putback.
We'll take another look at it right here. Ermel does a nice job cutting to the basket, but with 3 defenders, and then Tummings right there, right for the putback. They'll get the first foul of the half on Tummings, his first. Haddonfield inbound. Looking around, and Del Duca gets it to Gavayan. And now passing it around and ends up in the hands of Mooney to Del Duca. And a nice cut from Mooney as he gets the ball down low, but that's stripped away, and the Knights are getting ready to run. Zingaro working inside and doesn't roll. Normal there. Mark Normal there with a putback.
Yeah, Sterling right now is playing like they want this game with the putbacks and just doing what they have to do.
And there's a steal from Cummings. And they'll get a block. Foul on the floor. And we take another look at the putback from Ermel. Uses the one hand in great position and gets it to go. And Haddonfield's going to call timeout. Sterling really caught them off guard.
Well, we've seen a couple putbacks on missed opportunities down low. And again, just like that, Sterling's got themselves within 4. The guys also doing a good job on the defensive end. You saw Andrew Cummings cut off that drive to the basket, get the steal, got it going the other way. And slowly Sterling is trying to do some things in transition. One of the things that's getting them back in this game.
And just to put on the record, Sterling comes straight out of the third quarter, order scoring 4 points.
There you see Andrew Cummings getting the ball up to Jimmy Zingaro. Zingaro in transition draws the foul. Or I'm sorry, that was the one where you had the putback. Probably thought there should have been a foul there.
Yeah, it looked like there could have been. But again, Sterling able to have another player just there for that rebound, and it's really working out for Sterling right now.
And Mr. Schultz, there's been about 3-4 calls so far in this game that haven't really gone Sterling's way, that have, in my eyes, been a little blatantly obvious. But right now, it doesn't seem to matter as Sterling's crawled their way back in it. Cummings shot rolls in.
If you would have said to me with 2 minutes left in the half that with 7 minutes left in the third quarter, this would be a one-score game, I would have said you were crazy. Amazing what Sterling's done, getting to will himself back into this game.
Cummings nails both of them, cuts it to a 2-point deficit. And now Mooney working against Mundell. And they got pressure coming Haddonfield's way. Mooney slows it down.
Starting to look a little bit like that Heights game where Sterling had an outstanding third quarter.
Shot is off there, and somehow it ends up in the hands of Mooney, who gets it out to Lemming.
Which is tough, that doesn't bite him in the butt.
And a lot of quick passing here. Now slow down in the corner, and they're gonna say that Mooney was out of bounds.
Yeah, Haddonfield right now, guys, is really feeling the pressure of that great perimeter defense that you're seeing from Sterling, and you saw a classic example of it right there with Jimmy Zingaro forcing Haddonfield to step on the line, and now Sterling's got a chance to tie or go ahead.
And now we're seeing Haddonfield start to feel the pressure, but Sterling, once they figured things out and their shots started to fall, it's a completely different game now, Mr. Schultz and John.
No doubt about it. And it seems like it's Haddonfield that's pressing a little bit more and trying to play a little too fast.
Mundell outside, drives in, gets it to Ermel. Over to Cummings, fires up a 3. Way off the mark, but they'll get an over-the-back foul on Lemming, and he is not happy about that one. And the super fans are letting him hear it.
And this play all starts with Jadis McFadden getting position.
Zingaro to Mundell. Mundell in the corner. Finds Cummings, but that one was too hot to handle. Cummings dives on the floor for a loose ball. Jump ball, but it'll stay Haddonfield possession. That's a fantastic job of not being afraid to be great by Andrew Cummings.
Again, fight for it. It was one of those key plays of the game, and it's just fight for everything.
And Sterling is just refusing to quit after a rough first quarter. And Mundell sends it back! Mundell sends it back right in front of the super fans. And now getting the ball on the other end. And he can't get the layup to go in. Cummings fouled.
Yeah.
Lemming was still down on that play.
Guys, right now, Sterling's just quicker to the ball. You see right there. And they get the ultimately.
You can see right here,
Mundell.
Mundell able to block it, but you're going to see right here, Lemming actually falls down. He was still down on that play, so he still looks in a little bit of discomfort.
And Andrew Tummings was just quicker to ball, and it's that rebound to get himself to the free throw line where the Haddonfield guys were just flat-footed right there, right now. Now I think we're seeing the effect of the super fans, and they're really amping up and affecting what's happening on the court here in a big third quarter for Sterling.
Tummings ties it at the line. We are all knotted up here at 18, folks, with 5:24 left to go in this third quarter.
Well, already Haddonfield has already 3 team fouls as as Mooney able to get a layup.
Good shot from Mooney.
Yeah, that's Haddonfield's first basket this quarter.
Sterling slowing it down here with 5 minutes left to go. Zingaro fires one to Tummings down low. Being knocked around, but almost gets it to go.
Yeah, good call by Coach Barger. Telling the team to slow it down. The last thing they needed right there was a forced opportunity.
And now Haddonfield has to work the ball up. Roddy gets it to Mooney. And an unforced error there. And Nafis Robinson will check into the game for the Knights. For Jadis McFadden.
Sterling right now is just quicker off their feet, and again, I have to feel like this is the same thing we saw in that Haddon Heights game. You have the super fans affecting what's happening in the third quarter. Same situation, opposing team is shooting down towards the super fans, and they're definitely the sixth man that we've needed over the last 2 years.
It's kind of like that how Seattle is. It's that they're super fans. That 12th man.
Robinson just checked in. Shot was blocked down low, but a nice save out to Mundell. Pump fakes, drives, finds Tummings. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. I believe it's against Mundell.
Boy, what a good hustle play there by Robinson to keep the play going. But ultimately, the foul was on Mundell.
All for naught. Mundell's second foul. And now halfway through this third quarter. Mundell now off of the Haddonfield turnover. Loses his footing. Gets it to Zingaro, who drives inside. And a tough shot from Jimmy Zingaro. Nothing but net there for the senior point guard.
Yeah, what a great job of Jimmy Zingaro creating his own offensive opportunity. Put Sterling ahead.
Hey, oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? Nafis Robinson sends that one back.
And wow! Just electricity coming up from the super fans from that play.
My goodness, take another look at this one, ladies and gentlemen. Tummings now finds Irma in the corner for 3. Off the mark. Robinson unable to corral the rebound. And they're going to get a foul on Tumming. Actually, Mr. K saying his foot was on the inline there. Irma checks out, McFadden checks in. And McFadden will be the one to inbound the ball here for the Knights.
Sterling right now, guys, holding the big offensive rebounding edge over Haddonfield. That's been one of the big keys in this third quarter.
Zingaro looking to slow it down in the half court, gets it to McFadden. Zingaro over to Mundell now. Back to Zingaro, finds Tummings down low. Tummings looking for help, finds Zingaro wide open for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound McFadden. Tough finish inside for Jadis McFadden.
Yeah, again, another rebound, but that's just Jadis McFadden going up over the Haddonfield guy.
I said it earlier, as now Tummings with a strong finish in the lead. Haddonfield doesn't know what hit him, and Sterling is hyped.
This team just came to life this third quarter.
And I said it when we were coming in the third quarter, Mr. Schulz. We ain't dead yet.
Nope.
We're showing it right here, up by 6.
Multiple steals out on the perimeter, going the other way. Sterling through the steals and a great pressure defense, getting that perimeter game going. Great job of rebounding by McFadden. Outstanding shot. Guys, I look back to that first quarter where Haddonfield pulled ahead. Coach Barringer had confidence in his team, didn't call a timeout. Felt like these seniors could work their way out of it and get themselves back in the game. Kudos to them. They've done that in a big way, getting up by 6 here in this third quarter. Just an unbelievable job of these guys from Sterling.
And you just kind of wonder now, what is Haddonfield now planning? What are they changing right now to stop this Sterling offense and counteract their own offense right now?
Yeah, guys, in-game adjustments in a game like this are huge, especially if Sterling hasn't had an offensive explosion in this third quarter. Haddonfield has to find a way to just find a bucket.
And you see Sterling continuing with some pressure here. A little bit of soft pressure, a soft press.
Bond gets it to Roddy, and they'll get the foul on Zangaro. Right in front of the official, not going to get away with that one.
Yeah, not a bad foul, because that type of play, that pressure, constant pressure, has led to a lot of steals and baskets going the other way. So Sterling's just got to keep up the pressure in spite of an occasional foul here or there.
And tries to find Gavayan inside, but to no avail. And now Mundell looking to run the break. Pass tipped, and it'll be out of bounds. Sterling maintains possession. Last touch by Roddy. And they heave it over to Zangaro, who's guarded by Carson Wolf. Zangaro looking, and they're going to get a foul on Wolf. Wolf's first foul. McFadden to inbound now for the Knights. Looking around, finds Mundell in the corner. Mundell drives inside, rims out, unable to get his own rebound. It's in the hands of Bond. And now Mooney bringing the ball up here for the Dogs. Puts a nice move on Tummings, drives to the lane, but the help defense from Zangaro is there. And the extra pass in the corner, but to no avail. Mooney to Bond in the corner, fires up a shot, no good. Rebound Ermel.
Another quick off-bound shot by Haddonfield, but I got to give credit to Sterling defensively. The help defense coming over, trapping Haddonfield, forcing them to play a little bit too fast. That's why you're seeing the forced shots, and that's been a big part of what Sterling's been able to do in his third quarter.
You said it right there. Let Haddonfield play your game, and Sterling's playing the team perfection.
Perfectly drawn up look there as Zangaro gets the basket. Now Wolf gives it to Bond. And an 8-point Sterling lead with an offensive explosion here in this third quarter. And Haddonfield simply doesn't know what hit him.
Sterling right now is just slowly pulling out a lead going into this fourth quarter.
Wolf outside on Zangaro, drives in, kicks out. Mooney outside now guarded by Ermel. And looking around, finds Bond. And that one was tipped away by Zangaro, but right into the hands of Mooney. And screen. And a nice screen, but tipped away by Zangaro. Shot in the corner from Bond, who's way short. And now Haddonfield slowing things up. Ball in the hands of Mooney.
Wow. That perimeter defense has just been outstanding. Best I've seen it. And they're a team that regularly plays great perimeter defense, but they're just on fire right now.
Mooney shot doesn't go. Rebound Mundell, and now with 10 seconds left, Sterling has a chance for the final shot. Doesn't matter. Gets it to Tummings and extend that lead to 10, my friends. Zangaro heaves one up, hits the top of the roof, and an offensive explosion here for Sterling as we will take a quick break to bring you fourth quarter action. Sterling leads us on by 10, 30-20 at the end of 3.
fourth quarter action. Sterling with a huge third quarter offensively, scoring 30 to 20. And you take a look at this last play, Jake on the color.
Take a look right there. Mundell right up to Tummings, and Tummings left all alone. Mundell heaved the touchdown pass, and we said earlier this would be the biggest game of the week if it weren't for the Super Bowl on Sunday.
That was a play that Haddonfield was getting back on in the first half that they weren't able to do there in this third quarter.
Zingaro. Mundell's going to go for 3. That hits off the iron. No. Zingaro gives it back to McFadden. McFadden looking around. Gives it to Tummings. Gives it to Ermel. Ermel fakes the shot. Gets blocked. Ermel's still with it. This is going to be a jump ball.
No.
Now it's going to be a foul for pushing. It's going to be
foul on the floor.
Another foul for Haddonfield. Their 5th.
Take a look right there. That's a nice job by Ermel on the pump fake, but Bond uses that 6'5" frame of his to send that one back, and they get the foul on the floor. Pretty easy call right there.
And a continued great job by Sterling on the offensive boards. Have just dominated them in the second half.
Fountain throws it in. Fountain throws it in. Tummings. Zingaro. Back to Tummings. Again, just some great passing flowing around from Sterling. Finding that open man. Tummings now will drive in. Takes a shot. Doesn't go in. Haddonfield able to rebound.
Tough pull-up jumper there from Tummings. Now you got to keep that good defensive pressure you had that last quarter against Haddonfield.
Mooney. Del Duca to Bean. And Sterling able to intercept that pass, and that's going to be
They're going to get that one on Tummings on the floor. Take another look at it. Might have got contact with that arm. Wolf, actually, excuse me, they get the foul on Carson Wolf of Haddonfield. Team 6 foul. So I believe one more and they go into the 1-and-1s.
And a little bad passing from Zagiro to McFadden, but
that's what we got to watch. The unforced error. Haddonfield right now is stretching out their perimeter deep. Well, Sterling's bringing things out, and Haddonfield is going to try their traps, and they've traditionally got back in games with those traps at half court.
And when you took a look at the first matchup, that game ended 43-40 with Sterling on top. This one a lot more low scoring, but still a good bit of this fourth quarter left to go.
Sterling gets the foul called on them. That's going to be their 4th. Ermels was called on the foul. That's going to be his 2nd. And Bobby will make his first free throw, and that goes in.
Roddy's done a pretty good job of the line here tonight, especially in front of the super fans.
Well, this game ultimately is going to get to the point where Sterling's probably going to have to win it from the free throw line to close it out.
Mundell able to rebound that one, goes through the entire defense and tries to do a quick pass to McFadden. McFadden unable to. Still all laughing faces right now from Sterling by the looks of things.
Yeah, just a pass way too hot to handle right there for McFadden.
And probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to just circle it back out with the lead, get back in your half-court set, force Haddonfield to come out to you.
And not to mention, it would waste some time, too.
Yep.
As an air ball comes from Sean Bean. And I think that's going to be another foul. This time it's on Haddonfield. It's now time for the 1-on-1s.
And free throws are quite frankly going to have to ice this game. It's a 9-point lead. With the caliber of this Haddonfield team every year, they're not going to go away, especially in a game like this where the conference title is pretty much up for grabs.
No doubt. I mean, this is a Haddonfield team that's going to play hard. I've seen many times where they've turned around 10-point deficits with less than 2 minutes left. And so But I think Sterling, these veterans know what they're up against here, and they know what they need to do to close this game out.
Mundell drains his first one. Can he drain his second? I put the jinx on him. He wasn't able to drain the second. And Sterling should get the ball back. See what they call. Now it's going to stay Haddonfield.
Haddonfield had possession. Their jump ball was called. Now Mooney's going to get it. And we really haven't seen Tom Mooney make much of an impact here in this second half.
And as soon as you say that, he tries to go for a basket, unable to. Mundell now. Gotta give it to the Tummings. Tummings unable to. Haddonfield now back with the rebound, and I think that's going to be a foul called on Mundell. Foul on Mundell. It is.
Probably, again, wouldn't be a bad idea on somebody, unless it's a clear, fast break. Circle back out, get Haddonfield chasing, whip the ball around. As you said, guys, take some time off the clock.
Yeah, and it's not like we have a young team. We're up by 10. We have a lot of senior leaders. These guys should know, hey, we got to slow the game down. Let's stop running. Let's drain some clock here. But I guess their approach might be, hey, it's Haddonfield. Let's run up the score.
Zingaro able to get that one. Zingaro now will call it a play. He's going to give it to Tummings. Tummings going to give it to Irma. Irma will get it back to Tummings. Mundell.
Good job getting it out, slowing it down a little bit.
Yeah, and they do their best work in transition, but right now you got to understand the situation. You got to slow the game down.
And if the clear opportunity's there, I'm definitely going to take it, but you just don't want to get something that's forced where you lose a handle on the ball and throw a pass away.
And McFadden will be fouled. That's going to be Haddonfield's 8th. McFadden will go to the line.
Good job. Had the half-court set. We're down to 4:37 right here. But Sterling, again, if there's an area where they struggled, it's with free throws this year. And Haddonfield's going to force them to close this win out at the free throw line.
Can't have many trips like that at the line again, especially against the Haddonfield team that is good enough to come back.
And Mundell able to intercept that one.
You know, guys, Mundell's been looking like a football player lately with that hot pass to Jadis McFadden. He could be playing quarterback and now looking like a free safety picking that one off.
Irma gonna pass this one to a wide open Mundell. I don't know why why not take the three?
They're trying to slow the game down.
Take it back out. Take some time. Yep.
Gotta look for a good look at the rim. And you got it right there.
Look at the way, if we see it on the replay, Andrew Tumming uses his body to shield himself from the defender. What a veteran play down low by Andrew Tummings.
Irma able to get that one to Zingaro somehow. Now Tummings gets that layup to go down. Tummings is having a game.
Good job finding Tummings down low, and they're just pulling away and feeling it right now with 3:23 remaining.
Tummings, I believe I got this right, 16 points so far in this game.
Haddonfield side's been pretty quiet to our left, gentlemen. Pretty quiet since this second half began.
Just a crazy, amazing job from Irma just to even get that pass off to Zingaro.
Yeah, nice save right there. And then Zingaro with the court awareness. Nice job getting the ball up to Tummings, who nice finish in the lane on a transition break.
Mooney unable to make his free throw attempt.
And if the lead holds up, Jacob, you and I will be out there with the stars again. I think we're going to talk to all five starters. What do you guys think?
I think you're absolutely right. If we can get all five of them, they've all played their heart out tonight, and they deserve an interview from either me or you, Mr. Schultz.
Toomey able to make his second. You're going to start wondering, when's Haddonfield going to start fouling? Is Ermel now going to go shoot for a wide open three? That doesn't go in, but Mundell able to rebound. Mundell now shoots a three. That drains!
And a nice job from Mundell there in the corner. Nails a three and just extends this lead. And boy, we ain't dead yet, and we're still living.
I would like to say that Jay Clark predicted that in the third quarter as Haddonfield gets a three of their own. Narducci with his three.
And hoping you can make time for us. Our next TV game will be Saturday, February 12th, girls basketball, 11:30 a.m. Sterlington to take on Egg Harbor Township. You can watch that live on Channel 19 or on YouTube, youtube.com/SterlingTV19. Take a look. I believe this is the shot from Mundell in the corner, and it is. A nice job setting the feet. Nobody had the space. And even though Mundell is the tallest player on this team, he plays like a guard, which is a good thing to see. That's what college guys, college scouts, college coaches are going to want to see, because he's not going to be a center when he goes to college. He's going to be fitting in with the mix, with the guards, maybe with the forwards.
Like a Kevin Durant?
Maybe.
I like how he defends in the front. But you saw that play right there, guys. That was something they weren't able to do in the first half. The quick drives and the kickouts. Haddonfield was denying that constantly throughout the first half. Song's able to do it there, and obviously it helps if you're draining your threes. And just a great job, again, by Strong in the half-court set.
And it got loud in here, Mr. Schulz, after that one. A big credit to the super fans and all those Sterling fans in attendance.
McFadden to Zagaro is just amazing job for the seniors, and that's going to be a foul on. That's going to be the team's 9th for Haddonfield, as it'll be on Dart Roddy. That's going to be his 3rd foul.
And now with 2 minutes left to go, Sterling just looking to increase this lead at the line, and they do.
Zingaro able to drain his first free throw attempt.
Well, Sterling took advantage of some transition baskets, good half-court offense, wasting some time, but ultimately, again, this is how they're going to have to close it out in these last 2 minutes.
Sterling, possibly with this right now win, a step closer to winning the Colonial Liberty Division.
So most likely, you end up locking up the 2 seed when it comes playoff time, and you probably win the Colonial Liberty Division.
Yeah.
McFadden gonna get it to Zingaro. Zingaro now, I wonder, are they gonna start fouling? And Mundell's not gonna go for that dunk.
No, he's doing a great job. You quick passing, not allowing Haddonfield to foul. Got to take time off the clock here. They just can't get a foul off. They're looking to foul, they just can't with all these quick passes, and there it is.
There's the foul.
Way too long for Haddonfield to get a foul off, and now this sends McFadden to the line. You get your chance with both free throws.
Little team effort, guys. It's difficult to single anybody out. This has just been a team effort. And, well, we can't say enough, John, about what we said about the super fans.
Jadis McFadden able to make his first free throw attempt. And just the fans just waving goodbye to Haddonfield.
A fantastic third quarter that really separated the score here. And Sterling in this second half, it's a tale of two halves, guys, and Sterling was better when it mattered the most.
You see right there the crowd just bring the presence, the atmosphere, the electricity to this Sterling team.
I think I speak for all of us when I say thank you, super fans. Thank you for coming back, making our first game with 100% capacity worth it.
They really did. Tummings gonna give it a Montell. He slams it home. C.J. Montell.
And as if Haddonfield wasn't already feeling it, boy, they're feeling it now. My goodness. C.J. Montell.
Way to put the dirt in the grave.
And that should honestly do it, as if it wasn't already over. My goodness, fantastic angle right here. Mundell. Hello. Slams that one home. And Haddonfield they look annoyed, they look disheveled, they look defeated, guys.
Guys, I think that last one was a treat for the super fans.
Just looking at this, CJ's basically, honey, I'm home.
Yeah, he got up there, and that one, I think you're right, Mr. Schulz, was absolutely for the super fans. But I think that's a message to Haddonfield. These teams don't like one another. They don't like one another, and it's very known. You see how packed it is. The super fans against the rowdy gang of Haddonfield, and that one right in front of the rowdy gang as you see them waving goodbye. Goodbye, Haddonfield, and good night.
Just an amazing job from the super fans, able to come out for, again, full capacity for this game, and it's just Sterling has, honestly, I want to say it, Sterling has the best fans in high school.
They brought their A game tonight, no question about that, John.
As 20 seconds left in this fourth quarter, it's sure been over for Haddonfield. Sterling, since the start of that third quarter, has just put the pedal to the metal and just whipped up dust behind Haddonfield.
They're a completely different team, John, as the final buzzer now sounds, and it's official. The super fans are out on the court. We ain't dead yet. 43-25, the Knights win.
Just an amazing job. Just what do you guys thought of this fourth quarter? And just, you know what, just the second quarter in general. I mean, the second half in general. What do you guys thoughts?
Guys, this is probably, you know, if you exclude a lot of the playoff games, one of the biggest non-playoff wins we've had here in a long time.
Absolutely. The crowd is hype. And we were too during the broadcast. My goodness, what a game from Sterling. Tale of two halves, and they played better when it mattered most.
We're going to take a quick break, go into the postgame as Sterling wins 43-25 over Haddonfield. We'll be right back for our postgame interview.
Tank Maroney!
Where am I?
Tank Maroney, you are being convicted of not wearing your mask and exposing others to COVID.
I've done no such thing.
Show me.
Here's our proof. Please forgive me.
Silence! For your recklessness to not abide by the rules, I sentence you to 10 months of short breath.
Endless coffin.
And endless pain.
We in here for the same thing?
Yeah. Sadly.
just an electric night here at the Castle. And we're first going to start to talk with Andrew Tommings. Boy, Andrew, what a game. And, man, let's first talk about the game starting out. And what happened in that first half?
Honestly, man, we just came out slow. I think me and my guys, we were just, a little lackadaisical, you feel me, coming out there. And they punched us in our mouth. They came out there and did what we expected them to do, So we just had to fight back, honestly, and just get into our game.
And interestingly enough, after they got to that big lead, Coach had confidence in you guys. He didn't call a timeout. Was that his way of saying, hey, I have confidence that you guys can work this out?
Yeah, he always tells us he trusts us. He has to put faith in us so that we can go out there and do what we do. We got to go out there with a clear mind and just try and get back. So that was his big emphasis when we went into halftime.
And Andrew, obviously, talk about the super fans and their impact in this game, especially in that third quarter.
Man, we needed that, honestly. The energy that the super fans provided us with, it was great. We try to get them out every game that we can, So them popping out today and doing what they had to do, they supported us, and we just had to go out there and get the win.
Andrew, just an outstanding job. Congrats on the win, and man, best of luck the rest of the way, pal.
Thank you.
Okay. And we're going to have, who do we have coming in here? Where's Jadis coming in here? Boy, what a win. I'm going to talk to you about the defensive pressure you guys had. Was that something out of the locker room that you guys felt would turn this game around?
We had intensity the whole time. I mean, we had to come back, but we knew that defense was going to help us win this game, and offense it carried itself to it.
And the other thing was the job you guys did, and you're looking here at your putback right there on the boards. Especially, I believe that was the one where you had great defensive position. Talk about how you dominated the offensive boards in that third quarter.
The dog came out of me. I just had to put the game away.
And the ferocious defense, were you guys even more amped up by the crowd? And did that make it easier to defend the way you guys did?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hearing the super fans in the back, them cheering and everything, it just motivates us.
Yeah. And talk a little bit about what Coach said to you at halftime.
He said something sweet. He said, we got this. It's all about a brotherhood. We stay together and win this game.
Yeah, and is that the key to you guys? You mentioned the word team, how you guys stay together and kind of lean on each other, especially in a tough first half.
Yeah, we lean on each other. Iron sharpens iron, and that's what got us the dub today, just us staying together and playing locked in.
Jadis, congratulations on the win. Great job. I know your mom's going to be amped up because she almost flew off the bench after the dunk. Yeah, it was great to see. Awesome to see. Hey, congratulations the rest of the way, and great job tonight, pal. Okay, thanks for coming on with us. CJ, we got CJ coming on next. Jacob's going to get you guys. Oh, there we go. All right. CJ, obviously, if you go to the mic right there, you were one guy, and granted, the team played great, but very frustrating first half. You especially looked like you were trying to get something going. Talk about how you were trying to get steals, just trying to get something going in that first half.
In the first quarter, we were playing good defense, but they played better offense. So I wanted to pick up the momentum, get some buckets in and score, so it's not like a big lead. But after a while, I just realized we just need to play chill, and I obviously proved that. In the second quarter, we came back. We were only down by 8, and now we're up. We were 1 by 20.
And you talk about only being down by 8. Was that a big key in this game? What you guys were able to do in the last 2 minutes of that first half?
Yeah, it was. 8's not really a big number, but it was still hard to get down by 8. But after a while, in the third quarter, we brought it back up and we just played our game.
Yeah, and that's it. I think. You said it. You played your game, had good half-court set. Talk about how you guys did what you needed to do to close the game out with some patient half-court sets, moving the ball around, taking time off the clock.
After the second half, we just started to. We went to the locker room and we just talked to each other. We were arguing on the court, but we're brother sharpens iron, brother sharpens brother. So we just went to the locker room, talked to each other, and then in the third quarter, we just played hard, played strong, played together. We obviously proved that we can.
Good way to lean on each other. And I talked to each one of you about the fans. Was that last alley-oop dunk, kind of a gift to the fans for what they brought to the table.
Yes, that was a gift to the fans for coming and showing out. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming out.
Well, just an exciting night, and you guys all but guaranteed the Coyote is right here. There we go. Wow.
Hey.
Probably with all the adrenaline going as high as you've ever gotten up in the air. CJ, hey, thanks for coming on with us. Congratulations on the win. Best of luck. Okay, and we'll turn it back over here to Jacob.
Now joined by Mike Ermel. Mike, you did a phenomenal job of keeping possessions alive by being scrappy out on the floor. Is that a mentality the team has, or is that something you believe in personally?
That's just something we preach every day in practice. We were down 18-2 the first quarter, and we didn't stop. We kept going, and plays like that won us the game. It was the conference. So it was just like, I wasn't really scoring, but my team was taking care of it, so I was doing what I could on defensive end and trying to make plays.
And we're taking a look at some of the replays here. You did a phenomenal job on the offensive boards tonight. Was it the positioning or maybe using your height in the low post that got you those rebounds and putback chances?
It was a little bit of positioning, and the ball was just fine in my hands. I was in the right position at the right time, and I was getting the right spots.
And Mike, one last question. What impact did the Superfans make during that second half for you guys out on the court?
Superfans are crazy. They helped us go on a run. They kept our energy up, let us stay in the game. We don't have a deep bench, so with their help, we get a +5 energy.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you coming on. And now we're going to have Jimmy Zingaro, the last member of the starting five.
Yes, sir. How you doing,
our
Jake?
point guard. Good. How are you, Jim?
I'm good.
A lot of in-game adjustments had to be made out on the floor, especially going after that bad first quarter. Can you give us an insight on what Coach Behringer was saying maybe in timeouts or during the locker room?
See, the one thing about Coach Behringer that makes him like one of my favorite coaches I ever played for, and like he's like a friend of mine basically, just as much as a coach. I respect him so much. Is he looks to me and he asks me what I see on the floor, and he trusts me enough to go make the adjustments. So he asked me, he's like, "What do you think? What do you see?" And he trusts that we'll do it right. So, he asked me what I saw, he talked to me, we discussed it, we went over and we made the adjustments, and we made that huge comeback to win the game.
Yeah, made the adjustments on not only the offensive end, but the defensive end as well. You guys shut out Haddonfield for pretty much a 7-point half, I believe. Talk about what went into that defensive mindset.
That in the first quarter, we didn't really come to play, and that's why they scored so many points. What we knew coming into this game is we wanted that more than them. They are never going to outwork us no matter how many times we play them. They'll never work harder than us, so we just showed that in the last 3 quarters, bro.
Yeah, and one last thing before you go. Obviously, good to get 2 wins over Haddonfield, the school's rival in your senior year. But what does it mean for the team moving forward, especially getting come time for playoffs?
Winning the conference is cool. We'll celebrate that tonight, but it's not over yet. We still want to do a lot in the playoffs. We want to beat Haddonfield a 3rd time if they make it to us in the semifinals of the playoffs. And so yeah, basically we're not done yet. Basically, as I said.
Well, thanks for coming on, Jim. We appreciate it.
I'll see you, Jake.
And I don't know if we're getting Coach Behringer or not, but that is the last time Sterling won back-to-back conference championships with 2001 and 2002. Now joined by Coach Behringer here.
Hey, what's up?
Coach, a fantastic win
Thank you.
for you and the boys, and an offensive explosion in that 3rd quarter. What was the halftime talk like in the locker room?
Everybody wants to know that. It really wasn't that serious, right? It was all the things that we prepared for, right? And we had to when we talk about brotherhood, we don't take that lightly. And at times we got sidetracked and we weren't focusing on us. I said, fellas, we just got to focus on us and what we need to do. We talked some things out, we got it together, and then we got back into the game.
Yeah, obviously the results showed in that second half, and it looked like you guys were 2 different teams. But I want to talk about the defensive end, as there's you and Coach Shivers. But I want to talk about you on the defensive end. What was the entire coaching staff doing to hold Haddonfield to 7 points in that second half?
You know what? We've always had that toughness, right? And, we just got to continue to remind them and bring them out of it. And once it clicks, man, it looks good. And we just got to try to keep reminding them to get it to click.
And one last question for you here. Last time Sterling won back-to-back conference titles was 2001, 2002. How does it feel that 20 years later you're leaving a mark here in the history of Sterling basketball?
It feels great for the community not having this for a year, like not having basketball, like in the gym, for people to come out shout out to the administration for allowing fans to come in and make the atmosphere what it did, make school, fun again. And, it's great for the guys and the work they put in. It's just a great thing for everybody to enjoy for sure.
Well, thank you. Congrats on the win, Coach. And
thank you very much. You look good, man.
Thank you.
You look good, brother. Where's your stylist? Can I say that this time?
Send it back to Johnny Wiggles in the booth here.
Great win from Sterling. Of course, our next TV game will be here live on Channel 19. That will be Saturday, February 12th. Girls basketball, 11:30 a.m. Welcome to stay tuned in as girls will play against an 11:30 matchup. That will be live on Channel 19, of course, YouTube.com. And it's just an amazing game right here from Sterling from that second half. Just outplayed Haddonfield. And you take a look at a great embrace from Banninger and Shivers. You can see the sigh of relief off of Banninger right there that he's done it. He's beaten Haddonfield 4 times in a row. That is a huge accomplishment on its own. But again, we're gonna take it off right here. Special thanks to Rob Stroud. Oh, and we're gonna take a look at our next TV game, February 12th. Girls basketball. Sterling will play Egg Harbor Township here in the castle. That will be live on Channel 19. YouTube.com/Sterling TV 19. And special thanks from Mr. K, Kevin Schulz, Rob Strauss, and Jacob Clark, and the entire tech crew. Sterling wins this 43-25. I'm John Hallwood, and go Knights from the castle.